this is a full moon, guys. Full moons are about releasing and letting go. It illuminates and brings clarity on what just isn't working here, and what needs to be released, um, and what space needs to be made to bring in something new. Because when we get a new moon, we are bringing in new things, new goals, new expectations, new intentions. So full moons are about releasing, new moons are about bringing things in. With a full moon lunar eclipse, well, that's where things get a little dicey. It still means we're releasing things, but there's still things that are going to slowly dissolve on their own time. And this may just be the beginning process of letting those things exit. But all in all, I will say that we have reached, not necessarily, but we have closed the eclipse portal with this full moon lunar eclipse. And with that, we will have some lingering effects within the next couple of weeks. We still have Mercury retrograding. That's what I will be going over within these readings with you as well. And yeah, Mercury is retrograding to the middle of March, and that's going to be also lingering around to the end of March. So March is kind of this limbo space where things have shifted and changed, and we don't quite know where our footing and grounding is. But to say the least, this is the most important time that you should get grounded within your own individuality and authenticity. Okay, so without further ado, we'll get into the readings, and we'll start with, this is for Cancer's sun, moon, and specifically rising, as this full moon lunar eclipse will be illuminating in your third house of communication. Okay, so you may be getting some things off your chest, you may be speaking some things, but let's just wrap back around to what this means for you. Full moons are about releasing. Full moon in Virgo is about releasing control, releasing perfectionism, releasing the need to nitpick and micromanage things. So when it comes to your communication style, maybe your intellect, or the way that you gain knowledge, share knowledge, everything that happens when your mouth opens. Excuse me, let me take that back. Everything when it comes to speaking up, communicating, and sharing knowledge, this is where it's going to get a little tense for you, just because you may not say things because you want to say it in a particular way, say it at a particular time, say it to a particular person, and it's just not the time for that. That is not what this full moon is asking you to do. This full moon just may be asking you to just say the thing, and then you can revise, you can you can clean everything up afterwards. Okay, so also going along with this full moon is Mercury retrograde. We are sitting in Mercury retrograde right now, and that is happening in the sign of Pisces, where we have the sun currently that is shining onto the moon in Virgo. So with Mercury there, this is the moment about reviewing, revising, and refining anything that we have mentally looped ourselves around, but specifically when it comes to your specifically when it comes to your philosophical, spiritual, or religious beliefs. Okay, pretty much your worldview, perspective on life. This is when you take all the knowledge, all the little data points that you got from communicating and networking with people, and this is where you put it all out on a big old paper and you zoom out a little bit and kind of put all the points together. And then you tend to build a particular perspective, a particular worldview perspective. You get information from different cultures and different places and different people, and you bring it all together and you kind of look at it, and it's basically a worldview map, okay? And so that's pretty much what is being illuminated during this time for you guys. So this is releasing control on the need to know, or the know-it-all energy, or whatever it is here as you're communicating and networking with people. Okay. Um so let's get into your reading. Let's see what comes up for you. Safe travel. The ninth house, like I said, you're pulling in information from different cultures, different places, different spaces, different people. The ninth house actually hugely is ruled by Sagittarius, is hugely talked about traveling and things like that, because how else are you going to get a perspective of the world if you don't travel and explore the world? So safe travels here, especially during a Mercury retrograde. Travel schedules, travel, transportation, all can and technology can kind of glitch, and we just always want to stay protected and safe. So safe travel, number 30. And then we have veiled at the bottom of the deck, number 38. So something, you may be blinded from something may be hidden from you, and maybe this is a way for you to remove the veil, lift the veil off of things. Safe travel, though. Maybe this is the chance that you remove the blindfold of things. Stop being so, I don't want to say ignorant, I kind of want to say oblivious. But we'll talk about it. Safe travels. The third house is, again, about communication, but it's about like close connections and networks and things like that. It tends to talk about neighbors, it tends to talk about siblings and things like that. People that are just outside of us enough to have a different bias, but they're not calling from inside the home necessarily, but they're not a mirror either. And they're not, I don't know. Third house, I just purely know it as communication, connecting, and networking, collaboration, and things like that. The ninth house is purely about philosophy, worldview, and cultural perspectives. Okay, so safe travels. I feel like you may be this is actually, you're liberating yourself from negative beliefs, negative and limited beliefs that kind of held you back um, from doing the things that you believe, and it just kept you in a fearful and bounded space because you didn't believe any better. than what was happening. But it seems like you are stepping into this period of independence, or you are um um improving your confidence, your self-esteem, and the ability to provide for yourself. Provide provide for yourself in a physical, financial matter, yes, but even in a matter where you're thriving, okay, and you're taking care of yourself. Safe travel. The Justice card and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like justice has been served here, or there's some type of agreements. Some type of agreement, or things have been justified, things have been balanced out. Something. We have a King of Pentacles here in the reverse. This talks about instability, talks about greed and irresponsibility. He's a taker more than a provider. So it feels like something will be served here. Justice will be served here. I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. I've been trying to keep these short and quick, and like haven't been fully clarifying the messages. This is something from your past. Someone from your past, something from your past, a situation, an environment from your past, and it's got you stuck there, or it is just lingering. Again, I don't really feel like you're too much stuck there, because this is showing that you are releasing the binds and the restrictions of said like negative thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. Remember, where this is about communication. But ultimately, justice is Libra, and it's about connection, but within an agreement, right? You form some type of agreement, and things are just now gonna have to balance themselves out. I don't know, I feel like maybe you signed something. I'm getting heavy passport because of safe travel. And justice usually deals with like governmental things, legalities and stuff like that. So you may have like a legal contract or agreement or something here, but justice will be served. Truth, integrity, balance, reciprocity, respect is all here with the Justice card. Peace, harmony. Okay. With this King of Pentacles in the reverse, I swear, if I pull out my deck right now to clarify, somebody gonna say something. I already did three other readings before you, Cancer, so I can't back into what I was gonna do. But King of Pentacles, again, is he's even insecure. He's insecure because he doesn't have security within himself. He cannot provide for himself, let alone others. And so he's very irresponsible and unreliable. And it can also point to him being very greedy and taking things instead of actually earning them and working hard for them. So that's all I got for you, Cancer. Something in the past is being dug up, and you may have to move a little bit more cautiously. Safe travel. Mm. Let me get some further clarification because I don't like leaving y'all on this note. Y'all like, excuse me? A trip, a journey, or even a simple change of scenery is upon you. Meditate on this before you start a new adventure, move to a new home, or take a trip. The symbol, safe passage, Norse Viking rune for safe passage on land or sea, also grants protection for those in the air and during astral travel. Okay? And then we have veiled here. All is not being revealed at this time. That's pretty much what I led with. Is someone around you hiding or holding back information or an aspect of themselves? Please use caution in proceeding, or perhaps the mass is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. Communication, sharing knowledge, gaining knowledge. Okay? Don't say I didn't say that. Okay? Draw another card for clarity in your next right action, which is probably to just move around, move your body, change your environment, change the scenery. You can meditate on the mask to achieve altered states of awareness and encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. Okay, the symbol is a mask. Masks vary from culture to culture and are used for adornment, altered states of consciousness, ritual, and disguise. So, take it however it needs to be took. But I feel like, again, like I said, something's not being revealed to you just yet, but justice will be served for anyone doing any wrongdoings or mishandling you or your necessities, okay? So I'm going to leave this here for you, Cancer. If this resonated or you would like to dig deeper, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.